Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jazz and today we are getting into Nomad Cosmetics. I am going to go over my top 10 Nomad palettes, and what makes this extra special is that it is Nomad's 10th anniversary. They were established in 2015. To celebrate 10 years, they re-released 3 of their most popular palettes and most requested to come back. First one, Berlin Underground. This is the palette that started it all for me. I believe I received this palette way back when, probably honestly 2016. I received this palette in an Ipsy bag, and that is what started my love for Nomad Cosmetics. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette, very grungy, which I love, and I'm currently wearing this palette on my eyes right now. This palette is very shimmer heavy, 9 shimmers, 5 mattes, 1 duochromes. If you love shimmers, this is definitely the palette for you. The next one is the America Parks palette. As you can see, this palette has all the stickers of the national park, and inside you have 6 mattes, 7 shimmers, and 2 metallics. This is a very earth tone palette, which is really cool. And lastly, they released Fétis de Provence. I hope I said that right. And this one, inspired by France. This palette is more matte heavy with 10 mattes and 5 shimmers. But I like this palette. I think this is a great palette for beginners that want to get a little bit more colorful but have a hard time trying to figure out how to put a look together. The way that this palette is organized by finish, the pastels being on the top, the shimmers being in the middle, and the deeper mattes being at the bottom. But then it's also broken up by the color story, like bluish, gray tones here, the purple, the yellow, oranges, the pink, red. Really easy to kind of figure out how to play with this a little bit. Now that we've gone over their 10-year anniversary releases, let's now go over my top 10 Nomad releases. Starting off with number 10, this is Nomad Hudson Valley. This is a very fall tone palette with just a little bit of cool tones rounding out over here. I really enjoy this palette. This is definitely another matte heavy palette, 12 mattes and 3 shimmers. So I really do enjoy this palette, but I do tend to wear a lot more shimmer than I do. Well, I wear mattes all the time, but I like to wear a lot of shimmer. So that's probably why this one is ranked number 10. This was actually the first palette that Nomad ever sent to me in PR. This is Nomad Whistler, a Snow Lodge palette. This palette is beautiful. It's such a wintry toned palette. I really, really gravitate to that middle blue. I love it. And then I also really enjoy like this blue right here. A really stunning blue. I do find some of the shades are a little trickier to work with this palette. This one up here, there's like a more of a iridescent one, and then this gold is a little harsh on my skin tone. I don't know, it just doesn't really work well for me, but I do like this. I think my favorite are like the greens, the blues. I actually don't use this row too much. I do use the black to deepen. I really like this shade here. This one's a new one. I haven't had it in my collection too long. This is the Nomad Polar Express palette. The reason why I put this above the Whistler is because I like the color story a little bit better, but I really love like the shifty shade right here in the middle. And this does kind of remind me of the shade from the Whistler palette, but it is a lot lighter, but I like that shimmer. It's kind of one of those ones that you can kind of swipe on the eye one time and just like go. I do find this row to be a little bit hard to use just because of my skin tone and how cool it is, but I do like it because when I'm looking for like more of that white look, and also I don't have a lot of white eyeshadow, so it's good that I have this. I really enjoy like this row right here, this very neutral row, and of course I just love blues. So another new one to my collection, this is the Fuji 5 Lakes. This is a gorgeous color story. I love this color story. This color story just, oh, especially over here. I feel like these tones are ones that I don't typically get in a lot of palettes. Shade up here is stunning. It looks like diamond on the eyes. The formula of these updated Nomad palettes are just like top tier. Green and those yellows, like very like fall time. I just Really, really enjoy this. And then also, this is textured. And if I was basing this off of just the packaging, this would probably be Nomad's like #1 for me because of the texture that they did. It feels like you're holding a painting. This is the New Zealand Stargazing palette. Oh my goodness. This palette is it's cool tone, but what makes it really fun are these like shifty shades here. They are on camera, this is coming off blue. It looks purple right now to me at my angle. I love how it's organized. Like, I love how all those multi-chromes kind of go up and then down, and then the mattes kind of surround it, and then you have this shade right here in the middle, which is just stunning. This is probably the smoothest palette for the multi-chromes. They're not rough, they're not glittery, they're not gritty. They're very, very smooth, and that is why it is one of my favorites. This one is smack dab in the middle because it is a neutral palette. Okavango Safari palette. I love this. This would probably be #2 in my book for packaging wise because it's like, it feels like fur, like it like has like a felty cloth feel to it. And here is the palette. Again, it's a neutral everyday palette. That's why I like it, because I can get so much use out of it. The amount of shades that I can do a one swipe and go, because sometimes I do not have time to sit down and do a full eye look. I find these to be so lovely on deeper skin tones. #4 is Nomad. This is Royal Europe. I just love jewel tones. Jewel tones on deeper skin tones just like are everything. 10 mattes and 5 duochrome shades down here at the bottom. I don't know if I can get the shift on camera. Just gorgeous. Like, absolutely, just all these are so pigmented. They show up. The mattes blend out beautifully. The duochromes, I will say, the duochromes, if you have an expectation of like the Nessa Myrix, Terra Moon, any of those, like, if you're thinking that is like the level of that is not what you're going to get. These are a little bit more sparse, a little more lighter. They are not as pigmented, but that doesn't mean they're not beautiful. They give such a nice sparkle to the eye with shifts. I don't know. I really, really enjoy these, and they feel so nice when you get them. They are like not as pigmented. Briefly talked about this in the intro, but again, this is Nomad Berlin. I just got this back, but before I got this back, I used this palette so much, and now it's been reformulated. They have more sparkle than the original palette did, and they are just so beautiful. I love a good grungy look. This is everything I want. I love grungy shimmers. I feel like I don't have a lot of grungy shimmers, and I feel like a lot of shimmers tend to be a little bit more dainty, and I feel like these are just like murky and muddy and just like gritty, and they don't feel gritty, but they like look gritty. They're good. I've never had a palette like this. This is the Love and Death palette, like a book. Put it like that. One side is like the love side, and various tones of reds and pinks, and then on this side we have the death side, which is a little bit cooler, a little bit darker. Just overall gorgeous. I love working with this, and they play so well together. It's just a lovely, lovely palette. And lastly, my all-time favorite, this is Ghost Town USA palette. It is the grungiest, cool toned, perfect palette. It is everything a grunge lover would want. Like, do you see this? Like, I open this and I get so excited. They're just perfect. The way it's organized is perfect, and I love that it goes shimmer, mattes, shimmer, mattes, shimmer, mattes, divided by the tones. You got your neutrals, you got your blue, grays, and the greens, and then you have a little bit lighter, murkier greens. Like, it is just beautiful. Well done. One of the best palettes, and also packaging, 10 out of 10. Look at that shift. 10 out of 10. Those are all my favorite Nomad palettes. Please let me know if you want to see any looks with any of these palettes, leave a comment down below. Thank you, Nomad, for sending me these re-releases. And if you're interested in getting them, you can go on their website. I do believe they're having a deal where you can get a discount on all 3 of them for a limited amount of time. So go ahead and pick these up. Nomad's quality is just great. So clearly I love them. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Take care. See ya. Bye.